to look at another video. This is going to be another Pars Roundup where I'm going to talk about what's happened since basically the 23rd of May, because that was when I last did one of these. So let's just get on with it. Obviously there's been a lot of ins and outs in the past few days because it was a pretty stagnant month up until just the past few days, as I said. And I'm going to just go through the departures first because we'll just get that out of the way. So all in the space of the last kind of 24, maybe 36 hours, we've had Dean Shields and Jason Talbot leaving the club and going on to new things. I'm assuming Dean Shields will end up going down to Ireland, possibly Derry City or a team like that. Obviously his dad Kenny Shields is down in that area, so perhaps he could end up there, but he was always a class act, and the stuff that he went through in the Falkirk games, he didn't deserve that at all, and he did go through quite a tough time with it, and we all kind of rallied around him in that game, but ultimately he's one of the ones that we did have to kind of ship off to be able to bring in better quality, because there was players like Tom Beadley and James Cragen who have now signed up that are ahead of him in the pecking order, and there's no doubt about that. So Palsy was a good player, nice guy, didn't quite fit into our system as we'd hoped. I'm assuming he'll have no problem getting a club, as I said, maybe down in Ireland or something, go back home. The next person, as I said, was Jason Talbot leaving here on the left today. Could have happened in the last few days, but it got announced this morning. And again, it's another one that we were only going to really let go if we'd brought in better quality, and I'll go into that later on in the video. But he was always a steady pair of legs in the team, and he was always able to do a job, and he never really put a foot wrong in the 3 years he was here, because he was Johnson's first signing back in 2015. 2015 he was Johnson's first signing, and a year ago today he signed a 1-year contract extension. So it's all happened kind of around this time for him in terms of Dunfermline and stuff, of course. And as I said, he was a very steady player, he was always reliable, solid at left back, but he was one of the ones that again we had to ship off and get in new options, fresh legs, just to be able to provide us with a new breath of fresh air in the team and a bit of youth and stuff like that. And the only other departure, I suppose it's been known about for ages, but he finally made it permanent today, at least got announced on social media. But Fraser Aird is obviously out at Dundee United. I've said all I need to say on this. I'm not happy with how he's dealt with it at all, but he's away, he's a Dundee United player now, so brush it under the carpet. He's chose his team and he's chose who he's going to go to, and hopefully we can now just prove that we can go on and finish better in the league than them, because they've nicked a few decent players for us in the past few seasons, and Fraser Aird was definitely a good player for us in the second half of the season, and Nicky Clark was obviously our top goal scorer in the last 2 seasons, so hopefully we can at least get one over on them and perhaps finally get that victory. And now we'll go on to the contract extensions slash new signings. Obviously first was Lewis Martin. This was announced not long after Jason Talbot was announced to be departing the club. It was quite inevitable for me. I kind of had guessed that he was going to be getting a deal, because at the end of the day he's one of the youth products and he had a very good end to the season. He was really part of that team that got us into the playoffs through, I think it was a 10 or 11 game unbeaten run, and he did very well in that time. And again, he's got youth on his side, he offers a bit of versatility as well, because obviously he can play in centre half, he can play right back, left back. He was deployed in midfield earlier in the season, but my feelings on that have been known. I don't think he should play that ever again, but definitely at left back he was looking very strong at the end of the season, and I'm pleased that we've got him signed up for another year. And then we went on to the 2 new signings. They were signed as a double act because they're brothers, of course. Jackson and Louis Longridge, formerly of Livingston for Jackson and Falkirk for Louis. Jackson came on a 2-year deal and Louis signed on a 1-year deal. I had to do a bit of searching on Louis Longridge, despite the fact that I knew he was in our league and I knew he was doing relatively well for Falkirk, but I hadn't seen enough of him in games against us. I don't think he really had any good games against us. So I had to do a bit of searching, but of the goals that I've seen online and stuff, he's done pretty well, and I think he got 9 goals or something for Falkirk last season, and if I'm wrong, I don't know, but I think he got the Player of the Year award as well, so he's got to have done something right, and they've obviously let him go. It could turn it to be another Falkirk reject type thing, but we've seen with players like Higginbotham and Gavin Riley when he went from us to St Mirren, it just depends on whatever team they go to, how they perform. It's not simply down to how good the player is in general. It depends on defending a certain system and things like that. And Jackson Longridge, of course, he was part of the Livingston team that got promoted. They both come with very good reputations. Jackson comes with a reputation of really hard working and always shows 100%, and that's mainly the key thing that you ask for a football player, that they just get on with the job and show at least heart and commitment to the cause. They might not have the quality that you would want from higher calibre players. Obviously Premier League players will show probably more quality, but the heart and commitment, that's your bread and butter, and if you can get that side of it right, and these two players seem to have that, then you're onto a winner already. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with the signings, and hopefully they can show me why I've been so positive about them so far. Leave your thoughts in the comments below of all the kind of ins and outs that's happened in the past few days at least, because there's been a lot of them, and I know everyone's opinions are different, so I'd be interested to know what you think. It's all about your opinions at the end of the day, because I'm speaking to you. And the last thing I'm going to touch on is Sean Murdoch's injury that keeps going on and on and on. Obviously he's been out since New Year, he's not played a single game in 2018, and he's now going to miss a further 4 months due to a hip operation that he's going to get on Monday. It's obviously not great news for him. It looked like Cammy Gill was probably going to end up going out on loan this season, which would have been good for his development, but with Sean Murdoch's injury it looks like Cammy Gill will have to spend at least the first few months of the season on the bench for us, which, as I said, isn't really good for his development, but it's how it has to be, because we need to get this injury sorted for Sean Murdoch. Of course, he's spent so long out, and it must be so frustrating for him, because he was such a key player for us up until he got injured. Even the past seasons before that, he was key for us in the promotion win season. Of course, he broke the club record for consecutive minutes without conceding a goal, I believe it was. He played basically every game of the 2016-17 campaign, and played every game, I think, up until he got injured last season. So, as I said, it must be so frustrating for him, but hopefully this operation that he's going to get is the first step to his recovery and getting that first game under his belt in 2018. And that's it for all the Pars news, basically in the last week or so. As I said, for when I last did a video, that's basically been it. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the news, and what you're happy with, what you're not happy with, ins and outs and stuff like that. I'd be happy to know, and I'll reply to every comment and let you know my opinion on what your opinion was as well. But as I said, cheers for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and hit the subscribe button for more of this type of content, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys.